to give me a list saying, okay, we did this at 8:05 and this at 8:10. What did we work on? What was the course we went through today?
Speed.
Okay, sorry, I can't hear you. They're really noisy back there. You're going to have to speak up.
Hit the ball with more power.
Okay, so we talked about power production. As we talked about power production, we talked about the need to be able to get into the open stance. We said we worked on every direction of moving with the open stance except what direction? Forward. So we worked today on being able to move forward and setting in the open stance, which should come in very handy when someone hits a shorter ball and you just look to step forward a couple steps, but still being able to use your open stance strike rather than taking a couple steps and being stuck using the closed stance where you don't get to do your rotation as much. So once we did that, then we changed our focus. Instead of doing tons of body work, we started to talk about the arm. When did we say the arm needed to accelerate in the motion? When we're done with the supination. So the less fancy way of saying that would be when the swing starts to turn up rather than it turning down as you create that. To grip tighter or looser for more acceleration. Tighter because you need more control of the racket. Very good. So as we practiced that, we tried to find your ceiling, correct? Was it higher than you thought it was? Okay, it looked like it, and the way that it looked like it is when I told you to go out of control, you couldn't. You kept on trying to go faster and faster, but gosh darn it, it kept on being in control. So that shows you can do a little bit more than you give yourself credit for. And the nice thing is when your stroke's built correctly, it's built for speed. The definition of skill is how well you can do a technical issue and how fast you can do that same technical issue. So as you get better, you'll be able to do it even faster and faster. But for right now, we get to say that, Anna, you have a good amount of skill, and you were able to show it today with the forehand. Now, as the ball bounced higher, we found two adjustments that we had to make. What were they?
Getting the ball away from you.
Very good. And?
Making sure that it doesn't.
Okay, I'm going to rephrase that. I'm just going to say to make sure that you don't set too far away from the contact height. So whatever the contact height is, you want to set a certain amount below it. If the contact point's higher, I'm going to make sure I do my supination and it stays high, rather than having it always come low, and then on the high contacts having to push way up to be able to make the contact. And we made sure of that. When you're doing this and you're going for more power, we said that in order for you to be able to do it, the stuff that we really have to be good at is how you put yourself in position, how your balance is, how you're able to keep your body stable as you go through the shots. Those are the little details that allow you to do the big detail really well. So when you're playing and as you're practicing,